And today on the Magnifying Glass. Assalamu alaikum guys, I'm here with Immy Maryam, or I know her as Imtisal. Immy is a YouTuber, influencer, pharmacist, and mom. So before we start, Immy, I've known you since 2012. I think we've been friends since 2012, I think. But I want to ask, let's go before that. What was, since I didn't see before that, what was Imtisal like at school and growing up?
Okay, so I think I was a very shy person. So if someone knew that I'm gonna end up being a YouTuber and, be on social media, I would have never ever imagined it, because I was actually really shy. I was super self-conscious, and I would say I was a bit quiet as well, but not anymore.
Were you always studious in school? Because you chose pharmacy, which is my next question anyway. So in year 12, 11, 12 in Australia, were you looking at doing pharmacy or whatnot? Were you inclined towards the academic side at that time?
Yeah, when I was in probably before grade 11 and 12, which is A levels, I was into arts and painting and fashion. And then eventually I was I don't know if I should go into that. And then I decided to become a dentist. And I did get entry, but I didn't get entry at the university that I wanted. So I ended up doing pharmacy at UQ. And you were in UQ at that time.
So you chose pharmacy as a backup from the dentistry. कोई शौक वगैरह नहीं था उस time?
शौक था, but
pharmacy
का मुझे वैसे health का शौक था. I didn't know that I would become a pharmacist. लेकिन what happened was I didn't get entry into dentistry close to my house. और मेरे parents जो थे वो बहुत strict थे. They were like, तुमने दूर जाके नहीं पढ़ना. तुम्हारे माँ बाप जैसे थोड़ी थे वो. They were like, you stay home and you study right here. So then I was like, ठीक है, फिर मैं कुछ और कर लेती हूँ. And I had an OP3 or something like that. So I just did pharmacy. I didn't really want to do med or physio or anything. For me, that was too much. So मतलब pharmacy में मेरा फिर भी interest था, because I'm very into naturopathy, जो कि मेरी remedies में अब नजर भी आता है लोगों को.
Yes.
So that's why I studied pharmacy, and I also studied natural medicine. And then
Natural medicine at UQ as well? Was that
not
part
at
of the degree?
UQ, मैंने अलग से पढ़ी हुई है.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that. So why did you choose when you were doing pharmacy? How hard was the degree? How was the experience like at UQ studying pharmacy for 4 years? I think the degree is.
Yeah, it's 4 years. I did honors. मुझे actually 5 साल लग गए थे, because the first year I did it, and then I kind of took the second year that I did it, मैंने सारे courses नहीं लिए थे. I just did half the load in the second year. और उस वक्त मैंने बना लिया था mind कि मैंने pharmacy छोड़ देनी है. After the first year मुझे इतनी tough लगी थी, and it was totally it was not what I expected. The first year is the same as med. So I was ये क्या है, anatomy में क्यों कर रही हूँ? It was just so intense for me. And then I kind of just gave it time. Second year जब मैंने फिर किया, I realized it's not that bad. और मुझे पढ़ना नहीं आता था सही तरह. I was मेरी technique नहीं सही थी पढ़ने की. It's very university is very different to school studies in Australia. बहुत ही I feel like they don't do anything in school. What is school?
School में I thought that year 10 के बाद जो 11 आती है ना, उसके अंदर से huge jump, और 10 के पहले तो वो छोड़ता ही नहीं है. तो in Pakistan हर साल increase हो रहा होता है, लेकिन ऑस्ट्रेलिया में ऐसे नहीं होता.
In Pakistan they've got coaching और पता नहीं क्या क्या होता है.
Tuition academies वगैरह होती हैं. पाकिस्तान में तो फर्क ही सीन होता है.
तो मतलब second year के बाद I was like, हाँ इतना बुरा नहीं है. I can definitely do it, and I'm glad I did it, because मेरा अब जो pharmaceutical background है, I think a lot of my remedies and health things that I share are inspired by that to a good extent.
So overall, did you enjoy your time in pharmacy at UQ?
Yeah.
And
I'm
that's
glad
where
I
you
did
met Taha as well, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's where I met my husband.
And let's progress through your life now. How did the transition happen from pharmacy into YouTube? 'Cause even I don't know this, and I've been friends with you so long.
Okay, so मैं जो थी, I have been during my entire YouTube career, जो कि I've been on YouTube for 4 years now, I've consistently been working full time. तो मैंने साथ-साथ जॉब की है and साथ-साथ मैंने अपना मतलब YouTube किया. I had a really, to be honest, I think it's safe to say that I'm an accidental YouTuber because मैंने कभी YouTuber मतलब सोचा ही नहीं था मैं कुछ बनूंगी इस पे.
How did it start?
It started like I used to be really into hijab tutorials, and one day actually pura hath, I would give Taha a lot of credit because he was like, you know, you should share it. तुम्हें मतलब तुम्हारे से बहुत लोग inspire हो रहे होते हैं in uni, and मतलब I used to get asked about my style a lot. So he was like, डाल दो YouTube पे, कोई पूछे, you can just say it's on YouTube. He was like, this is technology, you should advance. And I was like so shy कि मैंने वीडियो बनाई and 6 महीने मैंने upload नहीं की. It was sitting on my laptop. And then like 6 months later, he was like, did you ever make that video? And I was like, yeah, I did. I just didn't want to put it. I was like, I was just really shy. And he was like, tumhe waise, he was like, you're not going to get more than 100 views. Like that's the average view someone gets if they are not known. So dal do. And he said, share it on Facebook. So that's actually what I did. And I remember in I think 1 day or 2 days, I had 1,000 or 2,000 views. For me, that was a big deal because I wasn't like, I didn't expect that mujhe 1 ya 2,000 log bhi dekhenge. So I was like, wow, ye kya ho gaya? I got 1,000 views. And then I didn't really think I would get into it, but then I don't know, 6 months after that, so about 1 year after I actually joined YouTube, mujhe ek din idea aaya, I'll share my mom's remedy. And my mom's really into face masks and she's really into like natural remedies. Or randomly maine wo ki share, and that actually just got like, it started doing really well. I got a lot of engagement, और फिर वहाँ से मैंने kind of start किया. But even at that time, I did not know much about it. Like it took me 2 years to actually understand कि ये मतलब होता क्या है या YouTube मतलब करना क्या है. There's just like a lot of things that you should know before you start. And I actually experimented so much. मतलब बहुत ज़्यादा मैंने experiment किया with my channel at least. I don't recommend anyone to do that. अगर कोई देख रहा है अभी and they want to start a YouTube channel, don't experiment. You're gonna like ruin it. Yeah.
Okay. I want to ask this because coming from a Pakistani background, how did your family react to you being, especially being a female on the internet and all that stuff? So how was the family reaction on YouTube?
I think शुरू में they were just like, she's crazy, पता नहीं क्या कर रही है और पता नहीं कौन इसको देख रहा है, and they were just like really not for it. मेरे जो dad है, he's quite supportive. He was like, yeah, I mean, like, he was just like, तुम actually in fact दोनों यही कहते थे, तुमने pharmacy की है, तुम pharmacist हो, तो तुम काम करो. And I was like, I am working full time. ये तो मैं ऐसे ही कर रही. I was like, ये मेरा शौक है, like that's it. And I kept it that way. अभी कब तक job, since before I came to Pakistan, I was working full time. So I never gave up my career as a pharmacist, you know, alongside. And I think that's why my parents were like, chalo, karne do. They didn't think I would actually get views. Like, alhamdulillah, I'm really glad I did. But yeah, they were really skeptical, I think. Taha supported me though. He was like, if you've got a talent, yeah, agar tum captivate kar rahi ho logon ko, or if people are connecting with you, then you're lucky. Like, you should not waste that. So I'm glad he supported me, and like I'm glad I broke out of my bubble, because I was actually very like insecure and shy. Jo ki main ab nahi hu, obviously.
I agree, because with me, when I did my first interview, then I was editing and I was just like, this is so bad. But then you get through. It's like I took it as like a challenge, because I hated to see my own face on camera, or you edit, or hearing my own voice, and then I had the stuttering problem as well. But it's a good challenge, so I can finally get over these things. So it's good for personal growth as well. Does Taha handle all the tech side of things?
He does, yep. So Taha, my husband, he's actually done, so he studied business and everything, but he's also done masters in marketing. So he's a marketing specialist, and he's also further studied in social media marketing. So he actually knows a lot of it. It's not what you see. There's a lot of stuff, technical stuff that even I don't understand. Exactly. And to this day, I'm like really bad with it. I don't even check my own analytics. I'm telling you, he will like check my analytics and be like, hey, this video is doing good, and matlab, you should think about this sort of content. And
Hello. Oh, is she in a bad mood?
She's not in a bad mood. She was like taking a nap, and Pachari ke baal bhi nahi maine kangi kiye, and I got her on camera.
How is she enjoying Pakistan?
She loves traveling. So she's actually a travel baby. Humne isko jab se paida hui hai, we've pretty much traveled a lot with her. She went to New Zealand when she was like 6 months. And the past year when we were working, hum dono ghar se, matlab Taha was working from home, main locum kar rahi thi. So meri har mahine travel hoti thi. So I was like not in one place. So she's like, she loves it. She loves traveling. We just did Pakistan tour.
So I also want to ask about the initial days, the issues with like equipment, or like do you have to invest in anything for this channel? How was any technical issues you had to start? I know the Taha with his background, it must have been good, but were there any issues regarding that?
Okay, so when I started, I had a really basic Sony mirrorless camera. Matlab bahut basic tha. It probably cost me $400. उसी का मैंने mic use किया. I didn't have a tripod. I used a box, और editing मैंने की थी iMovie में, which is like a free software. That's what I started with. And then about 2 years after I started YouTube, I think on my birthday, Taha bought me a Canon 80D. So then I transitioned into using a Canon 80D, or Canon pe I used a Sigma lens, 35mm lens, and that's a DSLR. I bought a tripod, I invested in a Rode mic, and I got a ring light. I took a huge jump and it's definitely not necessary. You can make videos with your phone. It's like so good these days, but at that time it was really good because मेरी videos की quality or voice quality बहुत better हो गई थी, because I went from using camera mic to Rode mic. And
I use iMovie as well. Do you recommend upgrading, or is it okay? So far I think it does the job.
iMovie is fine. Now I use Adobe Premiere since 1.5 years. But you need to pay for that. The iMovie was free. Beach mein I did use another software, mujhe uska naam nahi yaad aa raha, but that was also paid. But I actually 10 out of 10 recommend Adobe Premiere Pro. You can do a lot on it. Like now that I'm actually editing other videos other than beauty content, I think Adobe is amazing.
Okay, I'm thinking the same thing. I'm thinking I'll start with iMovie, and then if the channel goes somewhere, then I can think to upgrade then. Is that fair enough?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. The next question I want to ask is, how does having a family and a child affect the YouTube channel, and obviously you're full-time pharmacist as well?
So abhi to I'm not working as a pharmacist because I was traveling. I'm actually still traveling. I think I told you aaj main Sindh ja rahi hu to go to Ajrak Center because we're getting videos of that. So that's why I'm wearing Ajrak. So before I came to Pakistan, it was actually extremely tough because I was working full time, and then when I came home, I wanted to spend time with Anaya because she was like so young. She's under 2 years old. Or phir saath videos banana. It's for me. I think it was just me stuck in doing too much, like all at once. I wouldn't like recommend it unless आप बिल्कुल ही मेरे जैसे पागल हो. Like it's a lot to do. Because मैं हर weekend सुबह जल्दी 5 बजे उठ के filming कर रही होती थी और फिर then Anaya would wake up and I was like, you know, taking care of her. But I do have a lot of help. Like obviously you can't do anything without help. Taha is like very supportive and he's very helpful. He will like always take her if I need time. But you know, still that you need time to edit. So I had a lot of nights जब ये सो रही होती थी रात के 4 बजे तक मैं editing कर रही होती थी. So I think उसकी वजह से कभी-कभी I didn't have a video up every week. But I think for me it got really tough. और कभी-कभी मैं एक महीना नहीं डाल रही थी because of that. Just that thing. But now I've kind of prioritized it. Because I was like, I want to make content and I want to spend some time doing that. So I've taken a break. Like I'm still registered as a pharmacist. I can actually go and work whenever I want. लेकिन अभी के लिए I'm just giving my content creation some time.
Did Anaya influence the content at all?
नहीं, like मेरा अभी जो channel है Immy Maryam, it's really beauty inspired. I do have some videos on children और ऐसी videos हैं उस पे, but it's kind of like मेरे बचपन के जो शौक थे. But we are planning another channel और उस पे Anaya होगी. She's like a main part of it, which like I can't, like अभी मैं तुम्हें इतना बता ही नहीं सकती.
That's good. Now coming to the current project, how did the traveling to Pakistan thing come about, and how is that whole thing going? How long you got left? Are you coming back to Australia soon? What's the go currently?
So before COVID happened, we had our tickets booked to Pakistan for June. Actually, in fact, nahin, main jhoot bol rahi hu. We had our tickets booked to Thailand. And then from Thailand, हमें जाना था Turkey और फिर हमने आना था Pakistan. We actually, before COVID happened, we had a 3 or 4 month travel booked because हम holiday पे नहीं गए थे for 2 years. And then COVID happened and all our flights got, मतलब obviously अभी भी वो hold पे हैं. Thai Airways stopped working और पता नहीं क्या हुआ. And Pakistan got delayed by 3 or 4 months. So we actually had to apply for an exemption और हमें वो मिल गया. We got it the first time. And actually we didn't get it the first. I didn't get it. Taha got the exemption for us. And then we ended up coming to Pakistan in August के end पे we came. And it was crazy because उस वक्त भी काफी Australia में तो काफी हद तक COVID था. But at that time, I wasn't in Melbourne. मैं जो थी काम कर रही थी, and I was in a regional town. So that's why I actually got permission to travel because regional में था ही नहीं ना COVID. But I still had to do like 3 COVID tests or 4 tests before we came. It was crazy. Actually, traveling during that time was crazy. लेकिन Pakistan आके it was actually really normal. अभी second wave आई हुई है, so we are actually not traveling. So all the content I post is मतलब pre-filmed. अभी मैं इतना travel नहीं कर रही. I'm just
when did you last travel?
So we have been indoors for 3 or 4 weeks. और आज मैं I think 3 या 4 हफ्ते बाद जाऊंगी and I'm going to regional Sindh. So that's like they're not affected by COVID. लेकिन in Karachi and stuff, we are not traveling because abhi second wave aayi hui hai.
It's
And
risky.
anyways, most of the things are actually locked down.
So how was it traveling Pakistan? You went to northern areas and Kashmir, and now you did Balochistan a little bit, and now you're doing Sindh. How was that whole experience?
So I've actually done like every province, and I've actually done pretty much every place except Kailash. We didn't do Kailash. And we went from Azad Kashmir. So we went from abhi pura route thodi bata sakte ho.
You haven't started? Have you posted any of the vlogs yet?
No.
Okay.
Give
me a little bit.
मैं तुम्हें बताती हूँ ना. I told you we've covered everything except Kailash. So we did like Lahore, Karachi, Islamabad, and then we went to Kashmir. We went to Azad Kashmir. We spent, I think we spent 1 week there. फिर हम वहाँ से गए northern areas, Kardu तक गए. We went up to Kunjara Pass actually. और फिर Hunza, Gilgit वगैरह गए. And then we went to, then we came back and then we went to Balochistan. So we've covered mostly चीजें की. सिंध हमने किया था पहले, लेकिन सिंध में कुछ चीजें रह गई थी. So because उस वक्त जब हमने किया था ना start, उस वक्त I think it was still the first lot of COVID going on, तो काफी चीजें बंद थी. Like Ajrak centers and these sort of things were not open at that time. So we're doing it now.
So aren't you in Karachi right now?
But these things are like in so these are regional things. So they're in a place called Bhitsha.
Oh, you're not doing travel in Karachi. You're staying in Karachi and you're traveling outwards.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep, exactly.
Understand. So how did this? One of the final few questions I have is, how did the transition happen from again the beauty content to the travel vlogs?
So beauty, I'm gonna do, inshallah, forever, because that's what I'm extremely passionate about. और मैंने passion से ही शुरू किया था. Travel is Taha's thing. So he's into travel, and I think over time, being married to him, he got me into it. So he got me influenced. And we were just like, let's travel because life is short. Or once COVID happened, we were like, oh my God, there's such bad things happening. Koi pata nahi hota zindagi ka. So we were like, let's do it. Obviously, we're taking all the precautions. Alhamdulillah, we haven't had COVID or anything. But we've decided कि हमें कुछ अर्से traveling करनी है. And as you asked me when am I coming back, I will come back. लेकिन मतलब we had our tickets booked for 1st December, लेकिन they didn't happen and our tickets got cancelled. And then I was like, अभी wait कर लेते हैं because we've got some work in Pakistan left. So we will just come, but I guess we can come whenever we really want. कोई इतना वो नहीं है, but.
So the new stuff, is it coming on Taha's? Is he making a channel or is it coming on your channel, the vlogs?
It's gonna be a new channel. It's not gonna be my beauty channel. मेरे Immy Maryam पे videos आती जाएंगी beauty की.
Okay, for final question, what are the plans for the future for you and your life and your channel and your family?
So I think what I touched on, the travel things. There's some interesting travel things coming. और हमने पाकिस्तान की videos बनाई हैं. मतलब हम दोनों, I have spent my entire life in Australia. मैंने पाकिस्तान पहली दफा देखा है. Imagine that. Before this 2 months or 3 months that I've been here, I did not know what's in Pakistan. This is my first time ever seeing Pakistan. Taha to some extent knew, but even for him, he hasn't done like this much traveling. So from us, you can expect some travel content coming. But obviously, मैं अपने सारे social media पे डालूंगी. With time, I will post it and share it. और फिर तुम share करना ना अपने.
You share mine, I'll share yours. Scratch my back, I'll scratch yours.
Of course, I'll share yours. मेरा phone ही नहीं चल रहा था 4 दिन से.
So, you still can continue pharmacy as well?
Yeah, definitely. So I'm gonna work when I come back to Australia, inshallah. यही तो मैं बता रही थी, I'm still like a pharmacist, but अभी के लिए I think I should explore my social media influencer side, because like I've never given it time. मैंने 4 साल से काम के साथ साथ किया है, and alhamdulillah, like I've achieved what I achieved with that. So I was like, imagine if I give it 100% for the first time. So मतलब क्या होगा? I don't know क्या
अच्छी
होगा.
break होगी. So, Immy, you're not doing any compromises. You're doing the YouTube thing. You're gonna do pharmacy thing, and then you're gonna compromise on family life. So mental health का क्या होना है अभी?
Mental health, I think like for me, when Anaya was born, it was the toughest time, because I was like, you know, it's crazy when you have a child, because you have to give him so much attention. Like, look at this. But I've become like so much stronger with time, and I've kind of taught myself that if I am passionate about what I'm doing, then I have to give it my 110%. I can't give it like 30-40% and expect a return. So she's excited.
Because she's seeing me, Mamu.
Firaz Mamu.
इसको उर्दू आती है?
हाँ.
Good. Hey, thank you for your time, Immy. I really appreciate
You're
it.
welcome.
And hoping for the vlog soon.
Don't miss them. मैं आपको share करूँगी. And thank you, Firaz, for interviewing me. बहुत मुझे मजा आया. It was like having a good old chat.
Thank you for coming on.
मुझे feel ही नहीं हुआ कि मैंने
Exactly.
interview अच्छा.
Exactly. Okay, thank you for your time. Have fun traveling and send me the new vlogs. Moru ke vlogs mein wo bahut achhe lagte hain, so I'm looking forward to your vlogs as well.
My style will be very, very, very different, but inshallah you will enjoy it.